And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Be Rich, and this is part 2 of Fate Reforged. Now, give me a couple seconds while I go ahead and share this link with people. And boom, there you go. And I am going live with this one, but this will actually be, I've just figured out how to schedule things. So if you're not here watching it live, this is a scheduled show that I just figured out how to schedule. And you'll be watching it next Sunday at 12 p.m. Now, for those of you that tuned in last time, you'll know that we cracked a Bloodstained Mire inside of a Fate Reforged pack. I believe it was with my Taziger. If I'm correct, happened not too long ago in real life. Now, we're just going to go ahead and move on to this second set of 12 here. So I'm going to be breaking all of this up into sections of 12, and then I will schedule all these shows to drop every week. That way, you guys have some beautiful content to watch. But I will be doing all of it live right here, right now, and then scheduling the show to drop periodically. So those of you who are watching live, you are the lucky ones. Here's talking to you, Sean. So we'll start off with a Sultai Skullkeeper, Sandblast. Move on to a Jeskai Sage. We've got a Sultai Runemark. We got a Grim Contest, Hunt the Weak, Fierce Invocation, Teamer Runemark, Taziger's Cruelty, Mardu Scout for the commons. Next, we'll get a Shifting Loyalties. It's 5 in the blue for a sorcery. Exchange control of 2 target permanents that share a card type. Yeah, I've read this card because we didn't come across this card in the previous 12. So that's pretty neat. Channel Harm, 5 and white for an instant. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and permanents you control this turn by sources you control that you don't control. If damage is prevented this way, you may have Channel Harm deal that much damage to target creature. And 6-drop instant speed. I guess it's not too shabby. Murring River Prowler, it's 2 in the blue for a human rogue, 2/1. Can't be blocked and can't be blocked. Or can't block and can't be blocked. I'm sorry. You may cast it from your graveyard as long as you control green or black permanent. That's not too shabby, I guess. Shamanic Revelation. It's not the greatest card, but it'll definitely draw you some cards. It's okay. Definitely better things, definitely worse things. Can't complain. Already got 2 of them, one a foil, one non-foil. So I may or may not use that. I don't know. I think there's still a couple decks that it could use one. So I'm not complaining. Next, we have a Lotus Path Djinn, Sultai Emissary, Harsh Sentence, Abzan Sky Captain, Jeskai Runemark, Goblin Heel Cutter, Ambush Crotique, Core Swine, Frontier Mastodon, Alicia's Vanguard. That'll be for the commons. Uncommon will bring us a Vault Breaker, which is 3 in red for Orc Rogue 4/2. Whenever it attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and it has dash. Neutralizing Blast, counter target multicolor spell. And Mardu Woe Reaper, we've already been through that one. Mastery of the Unseen is our rare. We pulled another one of those last time, so it's not all that special. I mean, it's good, but yeah, I mean, it's not even all that good. It's only situationally good in certain decks. For the most part, it's bad. Harsh Sustenance will be the first that we pull out of this pack. Pressure Point, Whisk Away, Sultai Emissary, Jeskai Runemark, Sandblast, Whisper of the Wilds. 1 in a green for a 0/2 human shaman. Tap, add green to your mana pool. Tap, add 2 green to your mana pool if you have a creature with power 4 or greater for Ferocious. That's not too bad. I could actually use that in my Goreclaw deck, honestly. Collateral damage. Teamer Runemark. Right into being. The commons. Uncommons will bring us a Dark Deal. It's 2 and a black for sorcery. Each player discards all cards in their hand, then draws that many cards -1. That is definitely nice. I like that for Nekizar all day. Sipsig Muddraggers. It's 8 and a black for a 3/6 zombie with Delve. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Abzan Kingguard. 3 and a green for a 3/3 human warrior when it has lifelink as long as you control a white or black permanent. And it's not too bad, I guess. Mob Rule. 4 and 2 red for a sorcery. Gain control, choose one. Gain control of all creatures with power 4 or greater until end of turn. Untap those creatures. They gain haste until end of turn. Or gain control of all creatures with power 3 or less until end of turn. Untap those creatures. They gain haste until end of turn. This right here is not too bad of a card. I really like this for my Zedru deck. Yeah, possibly. I mean, Shu Yin might like it. Riku might make use of it. Copy it. That way I can get all the stuff. So yeah, I guess it could have definitely been a better card. Yeah. You're like, come on, another fetch. I mean, another fetch would be cool, but I would rather have an Ugin, honestly, than a fetch. that was a fluke, Sean. Fetch in this pack was a fluke. War Flare. 2 red, white for the instant. Creatures you control +2 goes 1 to turn and tap them. And we got Soul Summons, Sultai Skullkeeper, Reach of Shadows, Harsh Sustenance, Enoch Guide, Sandstep Outcast, Smoldering Ifrit, Hunt the Weak, Mardu Runemark will be the commons. Uncommons will give us a Renowned Weaponsmith. I guess it's not too shabby. He's okay. I've got a couple of them running around places. Misfire Adept, 3 to blue for a 3/3 prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature gains flying until end of turn. That's not too hateful, I guess. Elite Scale Guard, 4 and a white for a 2/3 human soldier. ETB's bolster 2, and whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. Again, I don't think I have that in my +1/+1 counter deck, so that's another card that needs to go in there. Yep. Arc Bond, 2 and a red for an instant. It says choose target creature. Whenever that creature is dealt damage this turn, it deals that much damage to each other creature and each player. That's interesting. That be very interesting. I could think of a couple situations where I'd be like, yeah. So there. Ooh. Oh man. I could play that on Barbed Shocker. That would be hilarious. Of course, only play it when my opponent has dealt some type of damage. That way I could just everybody wheels. Gurmag Angler for a zombie fish. Salty Runemark. Abzan Runemark. Aven Surveyor. Ancestral Vengeance. It's a 2-drop enchantment aura. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Entering a creature gets -1/-1. That's not too hateful. I kind of actually like that. We got a Teamer Runemark again. Right into being. Bathe in Dragonfire. Map the Wastes. Lightning Shrieker. That'll be the commons. Then we got Mind Scour Dragon, 4 and 2 blue for a 4/4 flying dragon. Whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Milling Dragon. That's scary. Friendly Fire. Target creature's controller reveals a card at random from his or her hand. Friendly Fire deals damage to that creature and that player equal to the real card's converted beta cost. Suck to be a land off that. Pyrotechnics, 4 and a red for a sorcery, deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or players. Then Flamewake Phoenix is a 3-drop 2/2 Phoenix with flying and haste. Attacks each turn if able, and it has Ferocious. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may pay a red. If you do, return the Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be a thing because it's a Phoenix. All Phoenixes do that, right? And that's not too bad. Not too shabby. I like it. I don't have that particular Phoenix, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know where I'd put it. Seems okay, though. It's not bad. Not bad. On to the next spec. You know, Sean, before we go on to this, Jordan texted me during the last recording of the last video. He was like, man, your videos are way too long. What do you mean they're way too long? I think 30 minutes for a video is decent. I'd like to actually have, kind of the ability to make longer videos, but I could be making longer videos, but at this point, I just want to make more quality videos than, a one long video. Excuse me. So we'll move on to the pack. We got Abzan Advantage, Refocus, Dousing Gloom, Will of the Naga, Abzan Sky Captain, Great Horn Krushuk, Goblin Heel Cutter, Ambush Critique, Gore Swine. The commons. We got Honors Reward for the first of our uncommons. We have 2 and a white for an instant. You gain for life, goals 2. Hungry Yeti, 4 and a red for a 4/4 Yeti. As long as you have a green or blue permanent, you can cast as have flash. Goblin Boomkin, Keg. And then Teamer War Shaman for our rare. 4 and 2 green for a 4/5 Human Shaman. When it enters the battlefield, manifests the top card of your library. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. That's not too shabby, I guess. Oh, look at that! A foil Ojutai. Well, now we got a foil Ojutai for the dragons. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the other Ojutai then. Man, whew. Foil Ojutai, not too shabby. I like me some foils. You guys know this. Foil Ojutai, though, can't complain. Too bad. Let's go ahead and look up. Probably bulk rare, huh? Yeah, it's a buck. And still can't complain. I like me some foils. It does a decent enough thing. And it's a dragon. So on to the next pack, we got Ancestral Vengeance. We got Cunning Strike. Next is Abzan Rumark. Onto a Rakshas's Disdain. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 for each card in your graveyard. I guess it's not too shabby. Reach of Shadows. Hooded Assassin. Teamer Battle Rage. Return to the Earth. Mardu Scout, Archers of Quarcy, be the commons. Then we got Reality Shift to bring on the uncommons. Reality Shift's a really good card. 2-drop, exile target creature. Its controller manifests the top card of the library. Fearsome Awakening, 4 and a black for sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If it's dragon, put 2 or more counters on it. Noxious Dragon, we've, I think, already been through that one. And then Wild Call is our rare X green sorcery. Manifest the top card of your library, then put X +1/+1 counters on it. I don't know about it. Not too happy. I guess, I mean, it's okay for, I'm definitely getting a lot of manifest stuff. We'll definitely have to get my hands on this Animar now to build this deck for the girlfriend. Well, for me and the girlfriend, if I'm going to be honest, because I love the Animorphs. She's a huge fan of Animorphs, and Animar build is a thing to do, so why not? Ugh. Sorry. Jeskai Sage will start us off. Sibsig Host, Cunning Strike, Erishing Cleric, Abzan Advantage, Alicia's Vanguard, Gore Swine, Whisperer of the Wilds, Mardu Runemark, Ambush Crotique will be the commons. Uncommons will give us a Winds of Quasima, 1 and a green for an instant, prevent all combat damage dealt this turn. If you have Ferocious, you control a creature with power 4 or greater, instead prevent all combat damage that we dealt to this turn by creatures your opponents control. Interesting. Ward Scale Dragon, as long as it's attacking them per can't cast spells. Yeah, we've been Humble Defector. I like this card. I only have a couple of them, but I could always use another one. It's decent. I like it. Dragon Scale General. It's 3 and a white for a 2/3 human warrior. At the beginning of your end step, bolster X, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control. Well, that will definitely be going into Najeela. Yeah, absolutely Najeela. It's a warrior, and I have a lot of tapped creatures at the end of my turn because of Najeela. So, yeah, makes sense to put it there. And a Blooming Sands and a warrior token. 4 more packs. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. We'll do it this way. Let's start this off with Enhanced Awareness. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, Sean? Cool beans. So Enhanced Awareness. Draw 3 cards and discard a card. Instant speed for 5. Grimag Angler, Refocus, Soul Summons, Will of the Naga, Formless Nurturing, Taziger's Cruelty, Temur Battle Rage, Return to the Earth. Friendly Fire will start off the uncommons. Sibsig Mud Draggers, and then Sage's Reverie. Then we got an Archfiend of Depravity for our rare. It's a 5/4, 3 and 2 black demon flying. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, that player chooses up to 2 creatures he or she controls, then sacrifices the rest. Yes, I already run this in my demon tribal, and I'm happy that I got another one because I actually could use that in another deck as well. And then look, we got a Foil Swamp. Ooh, that's pretty. Foil Swamps. Foil lands are always welcome. Foil, anything really. To be honest, if I'm gonna say anything honestly, foil anything really. I'm happy with it. I'm a sucker for foils. Everybody knows this. So this pack will start off as a Aven Surveyor. We got a Ancestral Vengeance next, then Warflare, Soul Summons, Saltai Skullkeeper, Reach of Shadows, Gore Swine, Frontier Mastodon, Alicia's Vanguard, Defiant Ogre will be the commons. We got Lotus Eye Mystics, 3 and a white for a human monk with prowess. When ATBs return target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand, which isn't too shabby, I guess. Rite of Undoing, 4 and a blue for an instant with Delve. Return target non-land permanent you control and target non-land permanent you don't control to their owner's hands. Pilgrim of the Fires, 7-drop for a 6/4 artifact creature golem with first strike and trample. That's it. Dagatar the Adamant. He's a 3 and a white for a legendary human warrior. He has vigilance. He enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. You can pay 1 and black green creature. Well, that's something that I don't have in the +1/+1 counter deck, and that obviously counters. And the counter deck definitely is going to get it for sure. My counter deck is going to get some spicy upgrades today. This is nice. Although it's also sad because there's a lot of things in there that are already still good. And I'm like, I don't know what to take out at this point. I really don't. I have to find a couple of spots because there's 2 things in there I've found, at least 2 that I can think of that I want to put in there. So next pack will give us Abzan Sky Captain, Jeskai Rune Mark, Dousing Gloom, Warflare, Erishin Cleric, Anok Guide, Alicia's Vanguard, Corswine, Whisperer of the Wilds for the commons. Uncommons will give us a Ruthless Instincts. It's 2 and a green for an instant. Choose 1. Target non-attacking creature gains reach death touch until on turn, untap it. Or target attacking creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Shockmaw Dragon. It's a 4 and 2 red for a 4/4 dragon with flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it deals 1 damage to each creature that player controls. Not too bad. Again, another dragon that I need. Huge Stone Retainers, 3-drop for a 4/4 artifact creature golem. Cast Huge Stone Retainers only if you cast another spell this turn. That's interesting. Oh, there's an Ugin! There's an Ugin! Whoa, look at that Ugin! Woo! Ugin! Woo! That's what we're talking about! Woo! Ugin! Yes! And a full plains. That's fine and dandy, but freaking Ugin! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. It's my first Ugin ever. Never owned one because they've always just been way out of my price range for things that I'd want to buy. I was like, I only own one if I crack it. I come across a good deal. I was like, I gotta crack an Ugin out of this. There has to be an Ugin in somewhere in all this. So there we go. I could stop cracking the rest of these packs. I would be a happy camper. I could say screw all of this, but I'm not going to. We're gonna keep on cracking. Ugin. So 8-drop Planeswalker. 7 loyalty, uptick by 2. Ugin deals 3 damage to target creature or player. -X, exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. -10, you gain 7 life. Draw 7 cards, then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. That is some prettiness right there, huh? Absolutely. Yes, very nice. Very nice indeed, Sean. I am not mad at all. So, on to the last pack of this particular recording. We will go to Abzan Runemark. Let's just start us off. Rakshas's Disdain, Reach of Shadows, Hooded Assassin, Aven Skirmisher, Lightning Shrieker, Archers of Karsi, Smoldering Ifrit, Return to Earth, and Great Horn Kershak will be the commons. Uncommons will give us a Mardu Shadow Spear with a 1-drop Human Warrior for 1/1. Whenever it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life, and it has Dash for 1 of the black. That's actually not bad. I kind of like that. Might find a spot in the Warrior stuff. Karsi High Priest, 1-drop Human Cleric. Sacrifice another creature, manifest top card of your library. Sudden Reclamation, 3 and a green for an instant. Put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then return a creature card and a land card from your graveyard to your hand. That's not too bad. I like that. Dramoka the Eternal. That's another dragon for the dragon deck that I didn't have, and it's not too bad. 3 green white for 5/5 flying. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, bolster 2. So he is pretty decent. Dramoka. And we got the Swiftwater Cliffs and a Spirit Token. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we did just as good this time. If not a little bit better, technically, money-wise, we did a little bit better because Ugin does bring more than the Bloodstained Mire. But this, I think we cracked a Khan's fetch land inside of a Fate Reforged pack. So I thought that was pretty neat. Maybe pull a foil next time. That would be nice. It'd be super nice if I could pull a foil Ugin as well. Man. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that one was quite interesting. I will go ahead and end this one currently, and then I'll go ahead and move on to recording the next one, which is going to be this particular set. And then after that, we're going to have one more box to do. And like I said, I am going to go ahead and record these. I'm going to go ahead and record them live, so people can try to get in here and see what's happening live and do the thing that I like to do. I like to go live. But these shows will also be dropping periodically. I will be making sure to drop them during the week. Like this one will be next Sunday. This stack will be the Sunday after that, and then so on and so forth. So until next time, GG.